just going to do some quick pose and see how it comes out.
Quickest and most ripped quadricep in half. Place it right out in front of you. Flex both legs hard while you put both arms up over your head. And hopefully your diet has taken care of that last little bit of body fat so that your abdominals look like a washboard. Almost touching, toes pointed slightly out, forming the letter V. Slightly bend the knees, really cranking out on the quadricep muscles. Take a deep breath to expand the chest up and bringing out the lats of the back. To finish the pose, have the elbows slightly flexing so the arms are with the thumbs tucked in with a tight fist. The granddaddy of them all. This pose can be done in a few different ways and your own personal touch can be applied. One thing to remember from the drug-free natural bodybuilders is to keep the pose very tight and compact. I've seen a lot of guys try and spread their legs and limbs in every which way to look big and they only end up looking awkward. Pick your best leg and pose it out in front of you. One thing I failed to mention during the abdominal thigh pose is to keep the back leg flexed as well. Judges are always watching. Same rule applies during this pose. Then the upper torso slightly over the legs to show the delts and the traps. Personally, I cross my wrist over one another, showing the chest, the biceps, triceps, which gives me the leverage on to display as much muscle as possible. Okay, obviously facing your back to the judges, take your freakiest calf and take a half step back with it. Turn that knee out to show a great symmetrical line. Take both arms straight up in the air in front of you and slowly bring the elbows down until they are about ear level. Remember to put your thumb inside your fingers, flex both biceps hard and flex the posterior delts, slightly towards the judges. You keep your chest up during the pose. It will help to bring out the detail in your lower back. The legs and the calves are positioned the same, and the judge usually likes to see the other calf as well. So practice both of these rear poses with each calf back. With a fluent motion, bring the arms back closely to each side until the upper back is extremely tight. Then place your thumbs and fingers into your sides and draw the lats way out. The judges are looking for width during these poses. So again, keep the chest up and practice getting the back width. Some judges will ask to see both sides, so be ready. The first move you want to make to hit the pose just right is to take a quarter turn to your right or left and plant your downstage calf. The toes of that calf you're posing should be right in the middle of your back foot. Just like in the quarter turns, pushing that hamstring over to emphasize the legs. The downstage hand palm should be up and the other hand placed on the top. Make sure that you lock both those hands together. Keep the chest cavity way up and flex the upstage pec over and bring the downstage arm, the arm closest to the judges, to at a 90-degree angle, flexing the bicep and the tricep. Again, the legs are positioned together, flexing the downstage calf. The downstage arm is brought around to the side while the other arm comes around to the back to be locked with the fingers. Take a deep breath while locking that elbow. Then really crank down on the shoulder and squeeze the triceps right up against the lat to show as much thickness as possible.
Hi, I'm Bob Ciccarello, 2006 Masters World Champion. Posing was the key to me winning the title. Follow my program and I guarantee this video will instruct you on presenting your own world-class physique. Round one is the symmetry round. 4 quarter turns starting from the front. Judges will ask for the front relaxed position. Of course, you're never going to be in a totally relaxed position. Quarter turn to the right, hitting your side pose. Again, you'll notice I had the arm twisted slightly. Quarter turn to the rear, obviously making your back as wide as you can. Flex the calves always. Remember, they're looking at everything, not just your back. Another quarter turn to your right. Again, always looking to make the waist as small as possible. Get the shoulders squared around. The judge is going to give you a little heat about that. Don't worry about it. And of course, facing the judges, your final quarter turn. And you're going to go right into the mandatories, starting with the front double bicep. Now you'll notice the front double bi is going to be your best shot usually. You can do that with a staggered stance, as I just showed. Keeping the upper body as upright as you can get with a vacuum pose, I prefer. A lot of the shorter guys will hit their abs. Front lat, no tricks here. Remember, every pose starts from the ground up. You'll notice I flex my legs at the bottom of every shot, and then the upper body.
That one's hard.
We're going to go right into the side chest. I'm going to show you something here. Let's freeze that right there. Now, you'll notice in my side chest, Okay, there's no error between my elbow and my body. I'm talking about my right elbow. That's a common mistake you see a lot of amateurs doing is they got that arm chicken winged out there, all right, to try to show that chest. Or they bring their chest down, which is always a mistake in my opinion. Keep the chest up, more the old school look, like what you see Arnold and Franco and a lot of the old timers doing. Again, it shows the size of the chest and the thickness. And let's keep that rolling now. Again, the legs are posed, calves are flexed. Again, keep the arms in, keep them under the rib cage and bring that chest up. We're gonna go right to the side, try either side. They're gonna ask for your best side. And you can freeze that right there. Now, once again, depending on where the judges are sitting, you should always check that out when you take the stage. The judges are usually spread out in front of you. Now, when you're looking out to the audience, you're hitting this right side try, you're gonna notice that the judge to your left is not gonna be able to see your tricep. You have to rotate around in order to show the judge what you got. Now, let's keep going. I'm gonna show you how I rotate. And freeze it right there. Okay, and you'll notice that just that little bit of a move, okay? Show the judge what you got.
I'm gonna have a look, see what I got so far.
So don't